So I'm Glynn Purnell, I'm the chef, owner, washer-upper, sweeping the street, owner of Purnell's from top to bottom. It's rock and roll, it's hard work. I'm going to be cooking carpaccio beef. It's going to have crispy corned beef, bresaola. Also it's going to have slow cooked peaches, peach terrine with Swaysian pepper and basil. This is the single muscle. We're going to roll it in cinnamon, which just brings out, it's not a massive flavour because it's just on the outside, but it brings out the beefiness of it. If you come for dinner at Purnell's or lunch, well, you get a typical Glynn Purnell sort of style of food. It's in its own bracket, I think. I'm not trying to shock or anything. It's just what I like to eat and what I think people like to eat. We're also going to make a peach terrine. So with this, we're going to put peach puree, and we're going to use it with Swaysian pepper, some sherry vinegar, a little bit of sugar to sweeten it up. So Tom's going to put that into the Thermomix. We're just going to pass that through there. Basically want it to, it's a nice consistency level. So we'll pull the cling film to the edge, find out the depth of the tray. So Frappe's going to put that in the fridge, and that's the result we're looking for. And the peaches are basically going to be cooked sous vide, so all the flavour stays in the bag, and they're going to be cooked with basil, a little bit of salt and some stock syrup. So basically we've got the peach leather, which is the peaches, plums. We use plums because of the pectin in them, so you get like quite a elasticy sort of setting agent. And we dust that with Swaysian pepper, dry it out for a day, day and a half in the dehydrator. It doesn't look much, but it's got so much flavour. You know, I've been doing this since the age of 14 every night after school. And I can't remember the last Saturday night I had off. So basically single muscle, it's got the cinnamon on the outside. Just want to seal around the outside. We used to be a local restaurant, now we are a national restaurant, which I'm really chuffed to say that, because it's taken a fair bit of time to get that sort of recognition. Yep. I'm going to roll it and basically just want to try and get it so it's nice and firm, so when we slice it, it's not all floppy. Nice and firm and nice and round for presentation. Frappe, put that in the freezer. Real problem with the temperature in the kitchen, and I looked into getting a cooling system and all the rest of it. And it was, I met a guy from Electrolux, and he sort of put me onto these eco tops. So we've had induction and an eco tops fitted, and also we've had fridges and freezers fitted. The cooking's even more precise, and the temperature of the kitchen's a lot more pleasant to work in. So in here, we've got the flank, which has been salted for 3 days in a brine. Then it's with the fat on it, with a few spices, and then this is basically been cooked really slow in the oven, classically, and this is our corned beef. The fat here, when it's cooked, we're going to scrape off and pass through a fine sieve and keep to one side, and then all the meat we're going to shred down, let it relax, shred it down, and then emulsify the fat back into the beef, which then is corned beef. So another element of the dish, which brings another salt element to balance the peach, is bresaola, which we cure it ourselves. So we're going to do our peach terrine, which is set with the Swaysian pepper. So we're going to do we'll dice the peach terrine, put it on there, and then we'll dice the corned beef cubes. And what we've got here, which sounds ridiculous, but it just makes such a massive difference, is basically oxo cube, which has been crushed down, a little bit of seasoning, and sometimes any of the trimmings from the beef, we'll blend that up and put that in with the oxo powder as well. And basically we're going to roll those in. So we dust it and it eventually looks like an oxo cube. And then we've got the peaches. They're not local peaches, obviously. There isn't many peach trees in Birmingham. Yeah, the foraging in Birmingham is dog shit and crisp wrappers, isn't it? Then you just square it off. It's a nice sort of pieces. We're just going to season the bresaola up. Basic vinaigrette. A little bit of ginger. And now we're going to ready to dress. So we're going to go onto the plate. Onto the plate. So then, season it. And then you can start assembling the dish. Get a couple of peach. Some of the oxo. Our corned beef oxo cubes. A couple of the slow cooked peaches. So, and we've got the rissola, 2 or 3 pieces of that. A couple of bits of the crispy just for the texture. And then some of the leather. See the way we dress a dish like this, you almost have to eat it for the customer. We've got some basil cress here. And to finish it off, a little bit of basil oil. A couple of drops. So here we have it, it's carpaccio beef with peach, Swasian pepper and crispy corned beef. Right, this is Chris Rawson, he's my sous chef. This is Jay, his name's Adam, he does the larder with frappe. This is Paul, this is Dave, and we've got Tom, also known as Frappe. We've got Luke, who's been with me now for 5 or 6 months. And then we've got Pete, who's been with me for 2 years and a bit. Just jump in, lads, jump in. It's important for us to put dishes on a plate and to try them and dive in. You know, I don't tend to cook from too much, like, because I get too used to it, you know. All the joking, the laughing, playing around is my sense of humour. But you know, I'm a serious chef and a serious businessman. You know, people will see my personality come through on the food, but it's hard work getting it there.